I'm looking at the
Right.
rule, and there's nothing about a cap.
Oh, okay.
I'm happy to double check. I'll actually look at the rule sheet and not just what was sent to me. But yeah, there's nothing about caps for this
Okay.
one. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
I mean,
Good.
with where
Good to
some of
know.
the home caps are, that would be
Challenging because you
yeah.
actually drop in the cap on some of them, but yeah, no, I know that maybe it's previous comp. Well, some of the other comps that happened. There's one specific for capping, but I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. It's been a while.
Yeah. It has been a rule like that before, but
Maybe with
you also used to have to move further for caps, and it depends on the format. I think that might be like a 3 cap
right.
rule potentially, like a 3 cap conquest match rule.
That could that could definitely be it. All right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna pull up the map ban page now that both teams are here.
Yeah, do you want me to let them know they can start banning?
So yeah, go ahead. The just this winner of game 2 on the right side of it. That's fine.
Yeah. And so JGX, presumably looking to three-peat. They've won the last 2 worlds. They were first in the comp queue, so obviously a very strong team with a lot of success in the past. And they have banned Grim Plexus.
I like Gallium's comment. That's a lot of gold badges. Yes. A lot of wonderful people over on that side too. Also, a few who are the ones to thank for the current state of all of the weapon systems and quirks and stuff
All right,
in the
so
game.
SRJ banned Tormline, which that makes sense to me. I would not want to try to brawl JGX on that map.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if they're planning to brawl against JGX, no idea. But JGX picked Canyon for drop 1.
Awesome. All right. With that one, go ahead and.
So SRJ have to choose between Ruby and Mining for drop 2.
Why does mask not turn off when you disco?
I think the game just keeps doing whatever you were doing. Like, it maintains whatever inputs you had, because I have discoed before when I was pressing W, and I've rejoined a match and found that my mech was like halfway across the map and dead.
Right.
So I think it just maintains like whatever the last signal was.
Button.
It just like continues.
Yeah, because I've sat there and seen somebody literally running in circles, a light in like top speed too. It's crazy.
Yep. So yeah. Which mask is the one that's going to kill you the soonest, obviously,
right.
because you just overload the mask and your legs blow out.
Right.
But you could also like run out of bounds when DC'd, for example, or like I've done occasionally in quick play, just run into the enemy team.
No, I've definitely done the run out of bounds because sometimes when you drop, you're already facing towards out of bounds.
Yep. So SRJ picked Ruby. So Mining will be drop 3.
All right, got those all written down.
So now we'll get sides.
No side swap.
So SRJ picked team 1, so we will have to swap sides.
Yep. I'll wait until they're done with all of their voting before I do anything.
Has picked team 1 for Ruby, so we're gonna have to do at least another side swap after that.
And for the final decider, we'd no swap. Yeah, JGX chose to stay side one. Okay.
Yeah, we're just waiting on one more side, and then we can do the swap, I think.
Oh, they voted for the decider for Mining Collective.
Oh, they did. Thank you.
No worries.
It's just lines of text over here. So okay, perfect.
Alrighty, so let me go to our lobby scene here, and I'm gonna get the side swap done. There we go. Okay, so now I need to come over here. Score sheet and switch that again. Cool. All right.
So we've just seen SRJ. I think I think they're in a tough spot now in some ways. I mean, obviously facing the number one seed, that's always a difficult position when you're a lower seed.
Right.
But also they just showed 3 drops of Brawl, and I would assume that JGX would have been watching that. I would have been watching that if I was, on their team to see what are these sides doing that we might be facing in a minute, just to keep that in mind. And JGX has traditionally played some bigs that play kind of map control, long range, stuff like ER large, Gauss, ER peeps, that kind of stuff. And they have lost to brawl pushes on occasion in the past. But that works best if they don't know that's what you're going to do, because if they assume, they feel very confident that you're going to bring brawl, they could bring higher DPS range or mid-range DACA or something and set up to counter it. So I feel like it would have been interesting for SRJ to try and bring something different last match. Or maybe they're going to try and throw the curveball here. I don't know how much they're trying to sell out to try and win this set. But yeah, I think if they just bring brawl each drop, it's probably going to be rough.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna fix the title real quick here. It says somebody made a mention of it. Yeah,
And also, always happy to be surprised. So if SRJ brings brawl and does really well, that's great. I will be thrilled to see it.
Yeah. But see, the question then also is, the teams knowing that they're going, that, one of the, for match 2, both teams knowing that one of them could be going up to face JGX, do they plan ahead to possibly do changes, knowing that they'd be seen? Who knows?
I mean, you can. Like, I have played on a team that hid a couple strats until finals.
Right.
So you can do that. It's also early in the finals to try and do that. But I mean, it really depends on kind of how you want to approach each set of drops. But I would assume JGX will be very concentrated on scouting any possible brawl lanes and also having builds that can work well if SRJ tries to brawl. And taking positions that they'll be able to trade if they need to, but are safer from brawl, probably.
Right.
Like quicker to get to, for example. Not as far forward. But we'll see.
I'll say, one of the unique things with this one is, with the other competitions, you plan, it's like you already know, okay, which map you're going to be on for each drop way ahead of time, so you can, with your weight limits and everything, so you can plan it all out. With this one, it's okay, you don't know exactly which map you're going to drop on, so you have to have all your strats for any of those 5 maps ready. Yeah, it's a little different. I do like this format.
Yeah, I really like the CS format. I've really enjoyed it in the past. And I don't know if, I don't remember if GRAM was playing with JGX first team last year for Worlds. I think he wasn't. So he's new as far as I know. But if I'm wrong, I'm sure I'll hear about it.
Team 1 is locked in. Team 2 is on the clock now. See how quickly they're Ready to go?
Yeah. Well, we are basically back on schedule, which is great. I appreciate that.
If the brawls helped, thank you guys for those. Even if that was the plan or not.
Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't to help us out.
No.
And I would not encourage a team to try and help us out with their strats.
No. Do what you guys need to do to win. That's how that works.
And we'll do our best to be on schedule.
Right.
Another thing, Data not playing right now. I think it's a matter of him being away or not having a computer. I don't know all the details, but I think that's what's going on. But I don't know, again, for sure.
Right.
So that would be another like kind of difference in the JGX roster. Rest of the guys have played with JGX before, or for quite a while in many or maybe all cases.
Veterans.
Yeah.
Now the next match is actually starts 15 minutes earlier than where the other ones were scheduled too, because we've got 45 minutes marked for this one.
Yeah, that might be a little bit of aggressive scheduling.
Right. I'm not sure why the change was from that. I think originally I saw everything, in 1 hour increments. So yeah, now the next match currently scheduled at 13:45 Pacific time, which is going to be Mech Enjoyers versus 228 The Storm. Hopefully they're
they're locked.
Yep.
Excellent.
Awesome. Yay, let's go.
Yeah, so that's in about 35 minutes.
Yeah. Well, let's see how this first one goes.
I think from what I remember, RJF is playing in the last match that we're scheduled to cast, and it's hard for them, I think, to push later than that time,
Right.
if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, I think that might be the reasoning behind it.
Which makes sense. Okay. Yay! That's a second countdown. I know when to switch to my match scene. I tend to forget. Okay. I'm in Metafox's mech. See if I can get through this quick, because we're on Canyon and it happens quick. Metafox in the Black Lantern running micropulse lasers. Panzazo in the Warhammer in LB10s and SRM6s. Gray Fox in the Charger with small lasers and SRM6s. Black Cayman in the Arctic Wolf with SRM2s and 6s. Gadolinium in the Gargoyle with a bunch of micropulse and small pulse. Zealot in the Viper with heavy machine guns and micropulse. Apostle in the Crusader 6T, small lasers and a snub nose. Or two snub nose. And Fork in the Firestarter with small pulse lasers.
All right, so I got Dario in the Incubus 2 3 MPL. 5 light machine gun. We have Bearclaw in the Mistlinks with HMGs and micro pulses. Jiffy in a Night Jeer with 2 ER Peeps, 3 AC5s. Navid in a Viper with heavy machine guns and micro pulses. Pasha, Sunspider D, 4 UAC 2s. So it feels like they're preparing to be brawled. Krasnopesky, Belinarius, so a Black Lantern with small pulses and ER micros, and then GRAM in a Banshee 3E, 2 AC2s, 2 AC5s, 3 light peeps. Wow, SRJ is just rushing. They are rushing towards GRAM and Jiffy. Black Cayman is, I think he might be legged.
They're going for the brawl again.
No, Black Cayman's not legged, but his CT
He's
open.
hurt. Yeah.
He should go down. Yep, he goes down. Metafox also really shot up right now.
Jiffy goes down. Bearclaw gets
Metafox
meta.
goes down. Apostle Burke really shot up. GRAM gets Panzazo. Apostle Burke goes down. Self-destruction. Zealot on Krasnopesky, but getting attacked by like 4 JGX mechs. And he goes down. Gray Fox kind of in the middle in no man's land, getting shot from all directions, and goes down. Gatto and G-Ram, or Gatto and Fork trying to get G-Ram down. G-Ram gets, or no, Naveed gets gadolinium. Fork gets G-Ram, and that's going to be it for that match. So SRJ sent it.
Just a bit. I respect the push. If possible, we got two. Yes, positivity, bud. Love it. All right, those damage numbers.
Wow, Grolsch 740 from that MX90, which I don't know if I missed that when I was reading the mechs. Everything was kind of happening fast when I was finishing that up.
Right.
And then SRJ, they got kills from Zealot and Fork. Pretty low damage throughout, unfortunately for them.
Alrighty. Second drop, we're moving over to Ruby, and we have a side swap. Once I finish loading out here. All right, so let's get us over on Ruby while they all read the message that I just posted about don't do anything. And see, Ruby selected. All right, let's get JGX mopped over. They're easier. It's always nice when everyone's just got the same unit tag, because doing the side swap, then you know who's all on one side. When you get some of the mosh posh teams of people from all units, which it's never a requirement to be in that unit. But what's nice, it makes it easier for us to do things like the side swap. But when you have everybody from, all 8 members or however many from this just different units, it's like, okay, hold on. Grab my phone, take a picture of it. Okay, moving that team now.
Yeah.
one of the challenges in the past, which yet once again would be a wonderful thing, like right underneath where it says full teams, there is enough space right there for a nice, beautiful side swap button. Just saying. So when resources become available, because I know that's the biggest thing that they're fighting on right now is resources. If resources become available, we so need that button.
Yeah, a side swap button would be really great for lobbies, even for comp, not for CS, but like having the mutators from event queue available would be really cool.
Right.
I think people would have a lot of fun with that. And we could have some interesting comp rule sets if we were able to do that.
That is true.
But that being said, I really like the 8v8 5-cap conquest format. So,
very much so.
This is a really good format in my opinion, and it's always good to change up maps and stuff too. So,
agreed.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I did notice, I guess I didn't realize previous competitions, was the ability to invite a player by pilot name. I've never seen that before. And I don't know if I just always missed it. I just didn't realize it was there once you were in a private lobby. But I was like, oh, that's a thing. I don't have to add everybody and their cousin to my friends list. So,
yeah, I think that's usually how I have done it, at least when I was new in comp. That's what I would have to do. At the time, we also often were playing in time zones that weren't casted as much, I think, for 1 or 2 competitions. So that was often team leaders would manage the lobby and have to invite somebody in and all that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was, it would have been great to have some of those ones casted, but yeah, people do everything that they can. So
yeah, well, the amount of we've got a wonderful amount of casters. One of the things, of course, when it comes to worlds, we're in a top 12 team where we were trying to not have anyone casting for that, but there are some things here and there where they tried making some changes. But no, we do have a wonderful group of casters. Been watching them throughout the year, and of course I've done what I can throughout this entire past year. And I don't know, it's a different side of meching that I really enjoy. You really get to see a lot of different things out there, different from what I would choose to do. And it opens up your mind to, hey, I could do that. Let's try it.
Yeah, and I would say that happens at all levels of comp. I think some of the Div A builds that are brought are pretty spicy. Pretty interesting to see. Or even just like I remember Bowser a long time ago for CS, he brought an LB40. I don't know how many lerms he had, but an LB40 lerm Mad Cat, and I just never thought of that. And it contributed to matches, did well. He knows what he's doing, obviously.
Right.
So that just helped me think about new ideas and paradigms.
Yeah, now I want to build a LB learn boat. That sounds like fun.
I don't know. I don't know if he would bring that to quick play or if I would bring that to quick play. But definitely worked in context. All right, JGX can lock any second now. Oh, nope, Pasha's red.
I think they're trying to do a prediction.
All right,
The
locked.
prediction, the timing on the prediction didn't go as planned. Prediction results is under 3 minutes.
I mean, Ruby probably will take longer just because the map is bigger.
Size, yeah.
Even if it's a similar result, so we'll see.
Most of Team 2 green for Gray Fox and Black Cayman.
They're a little bit light at the moment. I'll be curious to see if that stays.
15 tons. Doesn't seem like a lot, but
Yeah, and that would tend to indicate fast brawl push or maybe cap strat. But it's still pretty heavy. Yeah, we've seen teams occasionally bring really light drop decks. Like, I think the lightest you could legally bring would be like 300 tons.
oof.
I don't think we'll see anybody do that.
No. Yeah. Our plan this entire time is to avoid the other team. Run as fast as we can.
I mean, a team has done that in CS finals before, but yeah,
Oh, wow.
that kind of thing is very rare.
That would be. I'm not sure what I would do.
There we go.
Yep, good. All right. Yay. All right.
And they're back up to 480, so full tonnage from both sides.
Dropping. Samaru. Permission to give Vlad a little temporary heat. National Yeeting Day was yesterday, not today. How many tournaments for the packs do I need to buy for a side swap button? Well, unfortunately, you can only buy one of each tier. Tier 2 is pretty awesome, though, thanks to those wonderful war ones from last year's. All right, I'm in Grolsch's mech. And as soon as I see what we got... All right, he's in a Mauler MX-90 with AC2s and AC5s. G-Ram, the Shadow Cat with heavy machine guns, medium pulse lasers. We've got Lermgod in the Sun Spider with UAC 2s. Navid, the Viper with heavy machine guns and micro pulse. Pasha and the Ryan with large pulse lasers. Jiffy in the Night Gear with ER-PPCs and AC5s. Crass in the Black Lantern with small pulse ER micros. And then Dario in the Incubus with small pulse and heavy machine guns.
All right, so I've got Zealot XE with 2 LPLs, 12 micro pulses, Penzazo with 2 LB10s, 3 SRM6 with Artemis, Gadolinium with the 4 CAC10, 1 ER Peep Kodiak. I think this might be the same deck they brought earlier. We've got Apostle in the Incubus 5 with 4 MGs, 3 MPLs. Gray Fox in the Viper with 10 micropulses, Black Cayman and the Black Lantern with 5 SPLs, 2 SRM4s, 4 HMGs, and then Fork in the Firestarter 9A with 8 SPLs. And that is everything on this side.
Apostle went up, grabbed Theta.
Yeah, Gray Fox took kind of a lot of damage for that, but nobody seems to be in that bad a shape from the Wolf Pack from SRJ. Little head damage to Gray Fox, so we'll see if a headshot on a Viper is in the future of this match. Hopefully not. So SRJ have the 3 cap, but it looks like GRAM is going to grab Theta with support from Naveed. And SRJ is rotating around the Kappa side like they did last match. Looks like Krasnopesky and Grolsch are watching for that, so they'll know, and Grolsch will be able to get some shots in.
Yep, there you go.
Jiffy coming over to support.
The element of surprise is gone.
And Pasha and Lermgod are rotating over as well. Basically, all of JGX is rotating over to that corner to help receive that push.
Oh, does Grolsch notice the strike here?
Doesn't really look like it, no. One of his teammates warned him about that. Or maybe he's just decided it's probably not going to do that much damage anyway.
Yeah, half of it's going to hit the side of the mountain, so...
Yeah, actually, it looks like it all got caught on that overhang. Krasnopesky and GRAM trying to deny the seizure of the home cap, but a lot of SRJ mechs are there, so they're going to have to be careful here. And SRJ is bugging out, actually. Yeah. So they didn't even really need to stay there and wait. They should have just maybe bugged out earlier. So JGX is going to retake the 3 cap. SRJ is turning back around, coming for Kraz. No Pesky. He's probably going to run now. GRAM moving to support him, but probably wants to back off for now till the rest of his friends can come help. I think JGX is going to jump on them now. They've gotten some early damage in. They are going to want to maintain the 3 cap, and they've got their full wolf pack here now. And the mechs from SRJ just sitting on Kappa, they need to be doing something, I think, other than holding Kappa.
JGX is giving chase now.
Yeah, they're going to try and kill 1 or 2 of these mechs here to take advantage of this, in addition to, having control of their home cap. Which they didn't cap yet, but they have plenty of time. They could send Pasha over there in the Orion if they needed to. I think they're just trying to get a gank or 2.
Gray Fox down to 57%. Ninja's coming in.
Oh, the SRJ Biggs just jumped out and started putting a hurt on Dario, who I believe is legged. Yep, Dario goes down. Gray Fox goes down. Ninja Fusion goes down. I was going to say he's hurt, but he went down. The XC is really shot up as well. Almost have.
Black Cayman got
legged. Yeah, kills coming really fast, and Grolsch here just getting some long shots in. Penzazo goes down, the XC is down. Gatto is going to be the next to go. Not going to hold up long against this many mechs.
No.
And Gatto goes down as well. Grolsch now on his own against 2 SRJ mechs, but it looks like they're going to try and cap. They don't have enough cap points or anything to win on cap here.
No.
I don't think. Yeah, it's 2 against 7 at this point. And let's see what shape they're in. So Fork is kind of shot up all over the place, but nothing too critical is open. Apostle Burke, both legs are open, so if he gets into a fight, he's going to go down pretty fast. And they do have a 4 cap in favor of SRJ, but it's going to become only a 2 cap in just a second.
Yep.
Down to a 3 cap, now a 2. It looks like they're going to go try and retake Gamma. I mean, I think if they go to Gamma and they run into Naveed, he's in good enough shape to probably 1v2 them. At minimum, take down the Incubus if he knows the shape it's in can focus the legs.
Well, I'm gone.
All right,
Keeping the
they're
idea out
coming in.
there.
Gamma, Naveed's going to see them in a moment. He sees them.
There we go.
He's got the UAV up, just letting them get in close. Because he's got very little range, so he's going to focus the fire starter from the looks of it. Fire starter's almost legged. Fire starter's leg. Naveed is almost legged. So actually, he might lose this now.
Yeah, Naveed may not survive, depending on what. Get a leg. Get a leg.
Yep, Naveed goes down.
Fork powered down, or she got shut down. Like most of the strikes missed him, though.
Probably didn't know what shape the Incubus was in, and to be fair, the fire starter is a much bigger threat there.
Right.
So they're going to take back Gamma, but now they're looking at a 4-cap in a second in favor of JGX.
Fork's kind of Fork's in a bit of a pickle. He's not getting very far with only one leg, so.
Yeah, their SRJ is not going to be able to hold this. Yeah. And Jiffy, you know, he's slow, but he'll get there in time to turn that cap, so it can turn into a 5-cap, and Apostle is being run down by Krasnopesky.
Oh, yep, there you go.
And he should have no trouble with that. You know, his lantern's pretty fresh. Incubus legs are both open. And just going to be a final 2v2 to end this match, I think. Apostle's legged. And Fork is getting shot up. Fork goes down, Apostle goes down. And that's it. All right, so for damage, as one might expect, pretty low damage numbers from SRJ. 1 kill for Zealot, 1 kill for Fork. For JGX, 682 from Grolsch, big damage again. 549 from Krasnopesky. He also got 3 kills. A lot of other players around the 3 to 500 damage mark. 1 kill for GRAM, 1 for Jiffy, 2 for Lermgod. Well played by them.
Yep. Now we're ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
Our next match isn't for another 15 minutes.
We can start it immediately after, though.
Yeah.
As long as we can get the teams in.
So, I like that idea. Gives us that gives us a little extra time just in case for the next one. All right, let me get the.
So once we get the teams out, I can ping the team leaders. Yeah.
Their IDs published. Awesome. Let's see now.
Do you know who the group leaders are from ME and 228X?
I see Tech and Carbon Fire from ME 228. I see Jay-Z.
Okay, I'll just ask them for in-game names. I don't know, and to let them know that we're moving on. Okay, we got one.
Awesome. Got Railstar. Okay. Good. The Railstar I know I've got on my list too. From previous comps, plus he was one of the ones that runs